Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Glaciercano here today for a bit of a special video, where normally I like to just play games and mess around, of course, but today I think I'm going to give back to the community, in a way, because everybody knows that in Banjo Tooie, Canary Mary is just like that person that nobody ever wants to ever talk to, because she's this weird canary person which shouldn't be able to even fly, because, you know, the way the feathers work. But everybody usually has trouble with her races. Not so much with the races in Glitter Gulch Mine, but they're still a bit difficult for some. So I'm going to be showing a strategy to beat her. Which, I mean, it's a bit of a high-level strategy. It might not work for everybody, but what I suggest, for the most part, is what you do is you get a meteorology textbook. Of course, because that's very important, because you never know when you might need to learn more about Hurricane Katrina. Okay, that's a good page to be flipping to. But, basically, Kazooie likes to just mess around. What you do is you get a nice flat surface, and you put your controller on it, and then, very shortly, you will see what I'm talking about for the strategy. It basically just involves mashing buttons, and winning! Okay, let's actually talk to Canary Mary here. Fancy a race? Yes, I very much fancy it. Okay. This is the expert's level strategy. I think you're supposed to press the... I don't remember which button you're supposed to press. I think it's A button. B button? Uh-oh. X button. Why would it be the X button? Okay. But essentially, what you do, it's gonna have a lot of noise in the background of this video, of course. But you just mash the button with one hand. I'm gonna try to show with the camera. You know, you mash the button. It's very, very expert. And you win. And while you're doing this, you don't really even need to pay attention exactly, because I mean, Canary Mary is just so much of a noobsicle that you can just be like going on your phone and just go, oh, okay, let's see what's my emails like. Oh, I have 4 more emails. That's very, very nice. Or alternatively, you can like eat a sandwich, because you know I just have that prepared. Why not? Oh, well, it doesn't work so well when I actually have the mic on this side, because you know it gets in the way. But as well, with something like this, though, is that you basically just want to get a distraction from whatever you're doing, because your arm is going to be in a lot of pain. That's the main thing. So look at that. I beat it in expert time. Everything's expert when you're doing something like this. And there you have it. Beating Canary Mary. That was actually a lot shorter than I thought it was, so... And also, since I balls that up to completely the first time, I'm gonna do it again, and then we'll show and see the even better strategy for in Cloud Cuckoo Land. The strategy for that is just pressing it even faster. Basically. Yes. More final races to be done. Well, you say that your wings are better, but you're still gonna get obliterated. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not, because still, you are a freak of nature and should not even exist there, Canary Mary. Not exactly, as far as I'm concerned. So, what you do is you jump on here, make sure you press the correct button this time, and be prepared for a lot of pain, because... okay. See, she is going pretty fast, but this thing's faster. So, other one thing, too, is what you do is you get some water. Because if you have a 2.2 liter thing of water around, I would suggest using that, because I mean, you get very dehydrated while racing Canary Mary. And out of breath, too. Because you have to get a lot of your pain going. Oh, wow. Man, I'm not even pressing this very fast anymore. Why? Anything else of lacking pain? You can play a 3DS at the same time. My jokes just don't really work when I have to press a button. The other hand, that's the other thing to do. Switch hands while you're doing it. Ow. Basically, masochistic strategies. But I still won with flying colors, which is the most important thing. Yes, I would like a piece of paper. I don't understand why she would give you a piece of paper as a secondary thing, because the Jiggy, that'd be more important, and it's shiny, it's like first prize. But then again, that's the first prize that she gives you, so technically, it might make sense. But now she's actually going to go to Cloud Cuckoo Land, where she will be fixing a little mouse bot thing, which you will be seeing here in a brief cutscene. And this mouse bot, this is the thing that most people fear in their life, and they were never able to beat because they don't have the triceps. I did not notice that before, but that is completely tricep. Wow. Don't need to do any workouts for the next week, as long as you just tap a button. Pretty much. There you have it. I'm gonna go over there and then obliterate her yet again. And yet again, and yet again. Okay. And now I am in Cloud Cuckoo Land, of course, for the secondary portion, which is the even more expert of a strategy, mashing the button even faster and causing more pain upon yourself and everybody else. Because you don't need to actually time things out, because you are a boss. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, because that's important. Also, another thing, make sure you switch textbooks over to physics, because this one you're going to need a lot of... you have to have a very low mu value, let's just say that, to be able to, you know, go faster. And also because reading from a meteorology textbook might actually help you make it through the pain. That's at least the hope. The hope and the dreams of many. Okay, let's see how we can do for this. Probably gonna have to switch hands again. Hey, Banjo! It's that crazy canary woman. Yes. I think I just have to jump on. This is gonna be bad. But if you can do this properly, it looks amazing. Because of the fact that, like, this little mouse thing, it glides off into the sunset. Oh, look at this thing. It's gliding. So much gliding. So much gliding that I could be looking at meteorology yet again. Because... oh yeah, there's Horror Crystals. The best page to always turn to. I think that I have that one, like, mostly opened because of the fact that, like, why wouldn't you want to look at that? Why wouldn't you? And also, atmospheric obeys the gas law. Yeah. Oh, it's already on. And she's still back at the garbage can. That's the power of meteorology for you. If you know how the clouds look, you'll be able to go through Cloud Cuckoo Land. It actually makes sense. I wasn't planning for it to make sense, but it does. Yeah! I think my arm has gone past the point of just like, I can't feel pain anymore. I'm like the guy from... what do you call that? The World Is Not Enough, where he just doesn't feel pain. I'm nearly at that point. Because Canary Mary, this is what she does to everyone. Not just me, but everyone. Yes, I want that again, but first I need to grab this Jiggy. There you go. And also, another expert strategy, make sure you do this as one of the last things in the game. Because if you do it first, then I mean it looks like you're just like, ah, this thing's easy, but it's not supposed to be easy, according to many people. This is the final countdown of pain and suffering, which... go! See, if you can do this one even better than last, that's even more desirable. I'm gonna see if I can turn on my 3DS and possibly start up a game of Fire Emblem Awakening. Because then I can fight people in Fire Emblem Awakening while doing this, and that is pretty impressive. I wonder if I might even have the sound going. Where's the A button? Hit the A button while pressing buttons a million times over. Also, this second race, by the way, is the longest thing ever in the world, so you're probably gonna have to switch hands multiple times because it really hurts. It really, really hurts. More than anything else in the world. Especially when I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Okay. Switching hands back. There we go. Fire Emblem time. Hello there, Bee. How are you doing? That's not in Fire Emblem. Oh, I think I just heard Canary Mary. I think she's actually catching up. Oh no. I'm not the person that I said I was! I can... That was a shameful display. That was so shameful. She actually caught up. Usually when I do that, she's around the next garbage can yet again. But, I don't know. Canary Mary was defeated very swiftly and discreetly. Not so much discreetly, because there's a lot of button mashing and it hurts a lot. But that is how you beat Canary Mary. Mash buttons for the win. Don't forget that it's the X button on an Xbox 360. If you're playing this on an N64, be sure to press the B button, I believe. Because the X equals B? BXR? Oh, and she just left because she's so ashamed. She's so ashamed of herself that she killed the mouse. She didn't eat it, of course, but she killed it. Just because she didn't want to ever have to be defeated ever again. That is how you do it. This is how we do it. And so on. So, moral of the story, mash buttons, get in pain, and win, and be a boss. That's like 4 things that you need to win. Also be sure to grab yourself meteorology textbooks. Because now apparently I support Donald Arns? Or something like that? I don't know. But yeah. That was it for how to beat Canary Mary very horribly. That is kind of a horrible way of beating it, and if you do that in that way, good on ya. If you actually do it with the strategy of actually pressing it slowly, probably a smarter thing to do. Either way, I'll see you next time for more how-to videos, possibly? I don't know. Goodbye for now.